Well, boys and girls, guess what? Today I've got something special for you. Today I'm going to tell you how to put a mock silencer on your shotgun. So, what you want to do is you want to get a crappy MP5. You want to... I'm not doing this today? Then what the fuck am I doing then? Standing like a jackass right here with a shotgun and a mock silencer? Oh. Let's try that again, shall we? Wasn't that awesome, guys? My intro! Though I should probably work on it a little bit. Oh well. Aside from that, today I want to talk to you about the Scouts. Yes, I know I've talked about the Scouts already, but a lot of you have actually been asking me what, you know, with all this other, with me bringing up the Eastern Front and everything like that and the different uniforms, you actually asked me to go into my loadout in detail. And what a Scout loadout basically is. Okay, so here's a little game for you. And here's a little challenge. And this breaks into the real world. How can you tell the difference between a just out of boot scout, I'm talking straight out fucking boot camp otaku army scout, versus a veteran scout who has been on the field for a very long time? Well, let me go ahead and give you a few things to look at. Look at their vest. Look at the way their hat is. Look at the boots. Look at the way they stand. Look at the way they hold the rifle. Look, just basically look at certain things that make them, you know, certain things. That hints at whether or not they're a rookie or veteran, outside of the rank on the pack, outside of the rank on their vest. Because a lot of times they'll lose that rank and, you know, shit happens. So, through the power of editing, I shall get in full kit and gear. Ready? Right in front of you is a scout. Well, the real question is, how can you tell I'm either a veteran or a rookie? Well, here's one way to tell. What's under the cloak? Will a scout, will a rookie have a gun under the cloak? Or will a veteran have his gun under the cloak, ready to fire? Bang! Alright, so let me go ahead and explain the cloak. The cloak is obviously from Attack on Titan. Now, the difference between me and them is this. I'm going to tell you who gets the cloak. Only scouts get a cloak. Now the hat, this is where it gets a little different. Only veteran scouts get the hat. Ain't that bad. And then of course, the gear. This is a standard combat vest that I actually wear, as well as what the Scout Regiment wear. Now, here's another thing. What about this? Only veteran scouts who have been in the Scouts for 5 years get one of these bad boys. While the regular scouts get the rubber band version. I'll be right back. See? This is what a rookie at a boot will get. He'll get this little rubber band that's called Scout Regiment. Now, look on the vest and tell me what you see. See that insigniates I'm a veteran. Yay, Japan! Well, you can't really see it, can you? So, let me just go ahead and take off the cloak. There we go. A little more revealing now, isn't it? Now I'm going to do a 360, and I want you to figure out what makes me a veteran from a rookie scout. There's that. Figured it out yet? How about I'm not using... Well, let me go ahead and just point out several. For one, I'm not using the standard sidearm of a scout. I'm using the 1911. A standard scout, and I'm talking the base pistol for the Scout Regiment, is in fact the Beretta M9. The only way you can get your own pistol is if you served in the Scout Regiment, or the Otaku Army for that matter, for at least a year. Now obviously the rank is one thing that gives it away. The star shows I'm with the 1st Regiment. Shows them with 1st Battalion. The 1st Squad, 82nd. The pin, which I love to death. Look at Japan. The little thing right here, Foco Rosso. I will explain that in another video. And then finally, the Scout Regiment patch. Now here's one thing that definitely will give it away. Having this in your vest. Veteran scouts will have the, well, anyone who served in the Otaku Army will have these on them after 3 years of service. Why? Because superstition believes that they will bring them good luck. Superstition, thank you. Now, how do you know it's an old scout versus a new scout? Well, obviously. Nobody uses canteens anymore. The modern scout is packing a camelback these days. I'm still rocking a canteen and an extra ammo pouch. Okay, now granted the extra ammo pouch is actually standard issue, but you know what I'm saying. Then of course I got the 2 med packs on my back. And then finally, another big one that I think a lot of you missed are the patches. Now these I added on a long time ago in each one. I will explain this one in detail in another video, but just look at these things, okay? Now another one. when I said look at the feet, this is what I meant. Here are the standard issue boots. Now, the biggest way you could spot a veteran and a rookie is if you look at the feet. Because if you see the boots, because if you see the pants tucked into the boot, standard regulation style, then that is a rookie straight out of boot. Now, if you see one wearing different type of boots, not tucked in, but just over them, making it look like shoes, that's a veteran. Now, I'll explain why I haven't been wearing my standard issue boots for a while now. It's because comfort, speed, and maneuverability. Maneuverability is one thing I love, is the fact of I can get over there, I can lay rounds down range and get my boys out. Now, another thing is the hands. The standard issue gloves are basically, well, full finger gloves. Now, veteran rookie scouts will cut off the trigger finger to basically, the trigger and thumb finger, as well as the second finger, to give them a little more breathability and what have you, but that's just them. Me, on the other hand, being a veteran scout, let me reach into my bag of goodies here. Ah, my big bag of goodies. Let's see here, where are they? Mask. Mask. Goggles. Mask. Shotgun. I don't know where that was. Battery. That's where you've been. Naughty battery. Put you there. Ah, there they are. There they are. Boop. Oh shit, I knocked the camera, didn't I? Yes, I did. These are my gloves. These are Terminator CQB gloves. These gloves I wear because I like to get up and personal with my enemy. I like to get up in the face. Now, I've used these for a while, and it's almost time for me to get some new gloves, which is kind of sad, but you know how it goes. Now, what about winter time? I know a lot of you have been asking me about winter time. Well, every scout, even veterans, wear these gloves. They wear leather gloves. The leather gloves are used heavily during winter time, in winter combat, especially on the west eastern front. Ooh, Lord for them. Now, what you're seeing here is just the standard issue gear. The BDUs, on the other hand, are what's issued when you're in woodland combat, not urban combat. And I'll say this now. When I start going to different environments, I'll be rocking different BDUs, but I'll still be rocking the same gear. Now, here's another thing you can spot if it's a veteran scout. He not only has one pistol, but he has two pistols. He has two pistols on him. One on the front, one in the back somewhere. That way, if he has to, he can pull out that sucker, pull the trigger, and fire. Me, I like to keep the secondary pistol right here. So that way, I not only have one, but I have two pistols that I can go for. Then I have the extra mag pouch here in the front. That way I can grab the extra mag, pop it on this pistol, and keep going with the extra four here. Now, as I said before, we've already covered a few basic things. Now, there's one thing you can definitely spot if you're talking to a veteran scout or you're talking to a rookie scout. Two things. Listen to how they speak, and look how they walk and act in public. With a veteran scout, or even any kind of veteran, who has seen very heavy combat, look at their eyes. They're always looking around. They're always making sure they're safe. They're always paranoid, because they're afraid they're going to get shot, or the person next to them is going to die. And what about a rookie scout, or rookie anything, really? Simple. They're free-going, they're happy-go-lucky, until they see heavy combat. then two things could happen. Well, several things, actually, and you can actually look this up because this is real facts I'm about to dump on you. When a person who is fresh out of boot actually goes into active duty combat, many things happen. One, they can either be pansies and all the shit they talked about doing in boot camp just out the fucking window. They're all crying somewhere for their mommies. Two, they adapt and they adverse and they turn to the badass vets we see. Or three, they can psychologically break down and either go AWOL or commit suicide. This shit is true, guys. And everything I base, and every single thing I have based the lore on of the world I've created is based on real world facts. I do not put anything that is fictional in it. No. Real world reactions go into this world because I think that a fictional world should have at least 1 foot in reality. And my cat just went running away. You know what? I'm going to show you my kitty before I go off the air. Kitty. You want to say hi to the camera? Look at the camera, kitty. So adorable. What? You see something? You see something? Look at the pretty red light. Look at the red light. Look at the red light. You're adorable. Yes, you are. Yes, oh, yes, you're adorable. Yes, you are. I love you, kitty. Okay, down you go. You've had your camera time. Go on, kitty. What? I love my cat. I love my camera. Fuck you. Can a man love a cat? Not like that. Don't read too deep into that. Oh my goodness, what's the next thing? Oh yes, another thing, obviously weapon-based. Look at the rifle. Now this is my gun of choice whenever I'm out on the field. My M16. Look at the weapon. What about this weapon speaks that I'm a veteran scout? And I'll give you guys exactly 1 minute to figure it out. Starting now. Time's up. You wanna know what it is? Look at the butt stuff. The duct tape and everything, I've actually done this before, so things don't necessarily work. But the duct tape is what is the indication of a veteran. The buttstock has been used so much, has just freaking on an enemy so much that it starts to break off. The buttstock retention screw breaks off. And instead of ordering a new screw, they'll just tape the bitch back on. And they'll just keep using it. And using it so much that it'll start to wear down, and you can see the marks of where the fingers have been. Legitimately, this is how I hold my rifle half the time. I'll hold it like this, or I'll just do it like this whenever I'm going in, when I have to do long-range shooting. That's how I'll hold the rifle. Now, once again, same rules apply. You can change out your base weapon after a year of service with the Otaku Army. And as for me, I have several weapons that I use. I not only use the M16, but I also use the CAC. And yes, I just found out that's the name of this bitch, the KAC CAC. If I'm pronouncing it right. The CAC PDW. I use this thing because it's compact, I love it, and of course, obviously, 5.56. I use it because it's so compact. It is so good. Hell, I've already done a review on this bitch a long time ago. I'll probably go over the pros and cons of having a PDW. Now, another one, obviously, is the scar. Get this bitch loaded, isn't it? Excuse me for a second. But yeah, the scar is another one I like to use. Now the big reason is because it's accurate, it is just beautifully well made. I just love the feel of the scar L, and it's just good at what it does. This is the weapon I like to use, but a lot of times they'll use other things. And finally, the one that I will always fucking go to, my shotgun! Ah! I love this shot. And I just added the barrel extension. I swear I thought somebody was calling me. Hold on a second. Not just a text message. Put you in there. And I just added the mock sounds. Now it's not a barrel extension, it's just a hollow tube that I got off the horrid MP5, because this is the only good thing that came out of it. Thankfully enough, I pulled out that little rubber tube that was actually in there. Ah! I'm not gonna lie, this actually silences it a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Yep. Here, play with the red screen. Now, outside of that, it's probably the best thing I can say for this is how you can spot a veteran scout. So, until next time, this is AirsoftAl, and I'm gonna send off this video with the marching song of the Scouts. Until next time. Oh, and some badass combat footage too, so, enjoy that.